Now then everyone, we're back in the hut there. Yes, I've got this idea and I'm just checking all the seeds there. But I've got this idea about me potatoes and I'm thinking, you know, it could rank up to be quite expensive to do these potatoes when you do them in pots. And I want to do Christmas potatoes as well. And you know, you're putting in the compost and 15 pots, bags of compost, it's not going to be really viable, you know what I mean? But I've got this idea, but we need to go to the allotments, you know, to have a look and I explain it more. But there's also, let's shut this door, there's a competition as well. And I'll tell you the competition at the end of this show, so do stick around and then I'll be able to explain everything about the competition. Right, let's go to the allotment. Hey, it's wicked today, it's freezing, but I've got my gloves. Yes, my gloves worked out all right through the water. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm bloody, I need to fix that step. Got that video for my gloves. Man, I've got to get something out of the hut, so bear with us a second. So quickly. I'm getting soaked. Right. The more you rush, right, come on, in the polytunnel. I'm gonna hang on to it. That's a bit better now. Excuse this wind, because like I say, it looks like it's lifting off. I'm just putting my glove back on there now. So before I forget as well, the competition prize is ballotti beans, yes. And this show is sponsored by me mother, because me mother treated us to a new label printer. My label printer started to fuse the whole house, and I couldn't get changed fuses. I even done the old, you know, the oh dear me, you know when you get the aluminium foil and you wrap it around the fuse and then you put it back in the plug. I did. Oh no, oh, Vicar, oh, you don't do that. Oh, safety. I don't know what it is, but it's just fusing the whole house, fused every plug I put on and everything, so there's something up with it. And I've had it for years, to be honest. So my mum tried us to a new printer, yes. So to celebrate ballotti beans, and it'll print red as well. So I'm giving some away some ballotti beans, 10 packs of ballotti beans. But wait till the end and I'll tell you the question, and it'll be an email address. Just tell us, you know, the question. But anyways, get back to this idea. So I've come up with, well, you know, I come up with the idea. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, Tony, man, it's just natural. It's common sense, man. But again, I wasn't lying away worrying about it. But when I kind of think of my ideas to do the shows, you know, other things pop into mind, and I thought, doing the potatoes, and I'll just show you there. This is the last one of my Christmas potatoes. These are more Charlottes, and we'll actually do them today. It turns out to be quite expensive. Do you know what I mean? They're actually 50-litre pots, which is too big. I went down to the 30-litre ones. But to fill that up each time, dripping in on this, to fill that each time with compost, you know, Christmas and, you know, the normal time, it's going to be a fair old, you know, like a fair old price. And I'm putting in the, you know, I'm putting in the kind of organic, you know, the fertilizers and the blood, flesh and bone and everything like that. I'm putting that in anyways. So I was thinking, my potatoes in pots is new for me. You know, it's a new thing which I've kind of, it's like I've seen the light. That's what it is. It cuts out this kind of fault I had with no dig, where you don't do anything like that. But I was thinking, it costs a lot of money. You know, probably about 20-30 pound if you buy even cheap compost to keep on doing it each year. And then, like I said, this breath of fresh air, flash of lightning, whatever you want to call it, came to us. And I just tipped it in there. So this is last year's, or Christmas potatoes 2018. I'll get myself a little tray, take my gloves off because I don't want to put them through the washing machine again, and we'll try and find them. The potatoes in here. Oh, there they go. Just little dinky things at the moment. Here we go. Now I think I mentioned as well that I think I planted them too late because the label was 21st of August. Now I mentioned this already, but I'm going to kind of get them in probably 3 weeks earlier this year. But I'll just keep on getting. Now this is the revelation. And like, it's no revelation, but it come to me eventually. I did 5 of these last year, 2018, and as like I say, a no dig, I put it straight on the garden, and that's great stuff. But this year, what I'm intending to do is just use exactly the same compost for the Christmas ones and for next year. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I put in the blood, fish and bone. I'm going to put in the grow more and the potato fertilizer itself. So I'm not going to just put that straight on the garden. I'm going to bag it again, put it away, and then this one's going to be for, you know, my earlies, my Charlotte's earlies this year. But then each one of them pots that I put in, yes, I've got to buy it first to begin with, so there will be like a little bit of outlay. Obviously you've got to kind of buy the compost, or you could use your, you know, your own organic compost, but I don't want to just put it straight back on the garden. I want to use it straight away. And especially with the, you know, when you buy the pots, you know, that first initial outlay is quite an expensive one, and I didn't want to kind of spend that much money each year on potatoes when especially there's only really me eats them in abundance. Do you know what I mean? Kind of with the scones. So the intention is to plant this year's potatoes. Yes, I'm going to outlay it and buy the compost, but as soon as I lift them, say the first earlies for Charlotte, hang on there. As soon as I lift them Charlottes, I'm going to get that soil, put the fertilizer and the blood and fish and bone and everything else back in, plant them Christmas ones. Once I lift them Christmas ones, I'm going to bag it again, and I'm going to repeat. I'm just going to leave the bags in probably in this polytunnel, more fertilizer next year, and then do that again. Now will it work? I'm guessing it will, because what I was like mentioned, I normally would have just took that out, spread it on the land, and I'm still recycling it, but I'm able to kind of use it again and again and again, because all I want is a medium that will kind of hold the potatoes. You know, I'm putting in the goodness again. So that's me. Is that it? So is that it? Is that very good? We've watched this for like 20 minutes, and that's just startling revelation. These revelations come in little sizes. So I'm going to look after this one. I'm going to keep this now for my Charlottes this year. And I wish I'd done that with the other 5 I've put on the beds. So I'm not being tight, I'm being frugal. That's what. Yeah, look at that. Now that compost to me looks perfectly fine. Yes, it might have been like, you know, pillaged of all its nutrients, but I'm going to put them back in. So that's my intention. Keep on recycling this and using it for potatoes. Is there any prospects of running in anything like disease or anything like that? Any professionals out there, let us know. Right, let's get back into the relative warmth of the hut. Whoa! So yes, excuse me, turning around nice and quick. Is that a revelation, or is that just something that's common sense and you've been doing it with pots for the dawn of history? So anyway, one thing though, now is the time. Honestly, it's getting on now, it's getting on. Start chit away. There's all mine looking nice, oh, looking nice. Sapamira, pink fir apples, Paris Mipa, some Charlottes, international kidneys. So are you doing yours? Are you getting them chitted? Because Time's moving on, it really is. Right, we'll get back to the house and we'll do the competition for me beans. And the warp drive's broken, so we're having to walk. Oh, it's cool. Oh, man, this is you true gardeners when you come out in this and just potsy in the hut. I'll have to fix that. Look at me. My steps all gone. That's for another day, right? Come on, cup of tea, I think. Let's get out of this weather. So back in the relative warmth. Oh man, that was brutal out there. So got me ballotti beans. That's all I got. And I'm giving them away. Shall we say 10 packets? 10 packets. Right. So I'm going to give you an email address in a second, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is, in this video, there was something that was not quite right. Something that looked a little bit odd, a little bit strange. If you tell me what that was at this email address, there you go. Can you see that email address there? Or maybe across there because it's nice and dark there and you can see it easily. So that email address. So something from the beginning of this video to the end, I did something that was just a little bit off kilter. Tell us what it was and then you're in for the prize at that email address. Right then, let us know your thoughts as well about using, because I know, yes, you know, if you get blight and all that, you know, diseases and all that, you know, obviously you don't, but, you know, I'm quite, you know, quite lucky up here. But let us know your thoughts. Can you keep on reusing it, or is it best just to dump it, get rid of it and bring in more? Let us know. Until then, I will see you again. Take good care.